Hey, Bob Murphy here. This second formula video, and so the usual format that here I'm kind of settling in on. Sorry, and with that video, 108 times one plus 0.04 to the 30th power equals $674. So we save 10 cents an hour for a whole year, and we have $208 for every hour we were paid. And we get 4% interest in 30 years, we get $674. Woo, right? Now, a more realistic scenario is this second formula right here. And what happens in this more realistic scenario is we're able to save $208 every single year. And that we're still getting 4% a year. And we're going to still save it for 30 years. Now, here's how things switch up a little bit, though. They get a lot trickier because in the second year, we get interest for 29 years. In the third year, we get interest for 28 years. And I'm not going to go through the math of that. It's a 30-degree polynomial, which you can turn into something called a geometric sequence. And then because it's a geometric sequence, you can have a geometric series. And then the finance people come along and rename stuff and blah, blah, blah. And you end up with this formula that we're going to do right here. Now, filling the formula in, there's some things I purposely did, right? So we're going to just stick with this $208. Now, notice that in the formula, we have a little I. Well, that's the R. And I'm not going to get into why that's changed. The point of this video is just, here's the math right here. Bingo, okay? Here's the math. The 4% a year turns into an I, and instead of T equals 30, we have N equals 30. If this stuff takes off and people want to see the derivation from the derivation of this formula, that's fine, but that's not this part. Right now, it's like, okay, how do we mess around with this goofy thing? Now, PEMDAS, right? I start out, I have 1.04 to the 30th power minus 1 divided by 0.04. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just take 1 plus 0.04, turn that into 1.04, and raise it to the 30th power. Now, I'm not going to go through the button pushing on this because it's kind of complicated. Hoping that you went through the prior examples, the calculator lesson, and you wrote it down. And so, because if you do everything correctly, you take 1.04 to the 30th power, and then you subtract 1. Now you've got this new value, and then you divide that by 0.04. You should get 56.0849. And then I did not write all the rest of the decimals. This thing just goes on forever. And here's the cool thing. So think about this. $208 times 10 years is $2,080. And that times 3 is $6,000 and something. But you're getting interest the whole way. And remember in the last problem, the last video, we end up with $674 in 30 years. I mean, let's get real. No one gives a crap about that. Here's the cool thing. This big mess turns into $11,665, okay? And Now, quick word to the home invasion people. When I took the picture of this money was years ago, and I put it right back in the bank that day because it paid for my roof. So this money is turned into a roof. But I thought this is kind of a cool visual, right? This is what 11 grand, 11,000, what the hell is it? Yeah, 11,000. Okay, 10, 11,665. I mean, that's a nice little pile of dough. And now I'm going to switch to this social justicey kind of PEMDAS thing. Oh, no. Ah, oh, crap. Oh, all right, what happened? Uh, might have to reshoot this one. Well, I might post it too. Just anyway, you guys with PEMDAS, what happens if instead of 208, what if I 10 cents an hour? What if I save $1 an hour? $2,080 a year. What happens to that 11 grand? Okay. What happens with this $11,000? Right. And look at this. So I have 208 times this. Now, because of PEMDAS, this 56.0849, this thing isn't going to change. And if you change the $2008 to $2,080, all you're going to do is move that decimal. I'm sorry, you're going to move that comma over and you move the decimal over. And now we're talking about something that's actually kind of legit. If you can save $1 an hour in a year, and of course, 60% of the population or 70% of us are living check to check. I mean, they just got our nose to the grindstone. How come you don't have $1 an hour you can just save? Because 116 grand in 30 years, that's okay. What if you were saving $10 an hour? Okay, so that's my next video. It's a subset of this one, the social justice part. And that will be video 3,210. And don't bother me about where'd you come up with this crazy numbering scheme. It's, anyway, don't worry about it. All right.